A week ago, I reviewed the Disney animated film that is Zootopia, which became a big success. And now I just recently watched the recent hit sequel to it, which we had waited a decade for in Zootopia 2, which came out last November and is now on physical media and is now also available on Disney Plus. But is this recent hit even more good than its predecessor, or is this one due to be tranquilized and locked up permanently? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a spoiler free review of the 2025 animated buddy cop comedy flick Zootopia 2, or Zootropolis 2 in some markets, released by Disney and produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios. Directed did by Byron Heller, who co-directed the first film, is back along, but this time he's joined by Jared Bush. Anyway, who also wrote the film story. Now, Ginnifer Goodwin, Jason Bateman, Shakira, Idris Elba, Alan Tudyk, Nate Torrens, Don Lake, Bonnie Hunt, and Jeannie Slate all reprise their roles from the first film, along with Huy Quan, Fortune Feimster, Andy Samberg, David Strahan, Patrick Warburton, Quinta Brunson, and Danny Trejo joins the cast as newcomers. In this film, we followed Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde as they pursue a pit viper named Gary the Snake across Zootopia and try to clear their names after being framed. The film was released last November on November 26, 2025, and has more recently gone to become the new highest grossing film of last year. But I won't get onto that subject though, because I don't really want to cause any. All right, now. Please watch my review of the first film before you go into this one. Okay, if you have yet to see my review of the first film, which of course I reviewed it a week ago for its 10th anniversary. All right, now of course I will only give you a little bit of the story. 1 week after G. Hobbs and Nick Wilde become partners at the Zootopia Police Department, their clashing personalities start to complicate their work, and Chief Bogo threatens to separate them if they cannot resolve their differences. During a raid on a smuggling ring, Judy finds a piece of shredded snakeskin, but her worries are dismissed because snakes have not been seen in Zootopia for years. Undeterred, Judy unearths evidence that Snake may be at the Zootennial Gala, an event hosted by Milton Linksley, the grandson of Zootopia's founder Ebenezer Linksley, to celebrate the city's centennial anniversary. While infiltrating the gala with Nick, Judy befriends Paul Bird, the youngest son and black sheep of the Linksley family. Meanwhile, a hooded creature infiltrates the party and reveals himself to be a pit viper named Gary the Snake. Gary kidnaps Milton and uses him to steal an old journal that documents the creation of the weather walls that regulate Zootopia's climate zones. Judy corners Gary, who convinces her that the journal contains evidence to prove his family's innocence. While seeking to protect his family's reputation, Milton demands to have the journal burned and Gary killed. When Judy refuses to comply and sets the room on fire, Gary accidentally bites Bogo, which ZPD Captain Hogbottom witnesses. The Linksleys frame Judy and Nick for the crime, forcing them to escape with the journal, whilst Gary is retrieved by an unknown motorcyclist. After the incident, Milton orders Mayor Brian Windancer to kill Gary, Judy, and Nick. Now, that's all the story I will give to you. If you want to know what happens then, see the movie. I've got a 110% hunch you've already have. But this has only been out for nearly 4 months, so I'm not going to get into it. Give me the whole story, okay? Sorry. Now, for my thoughts on Zootopia 2, well, I am going to say I think it's just as good as the first one. Actually, I kind of think it's even more good than the first in ways because it has more excitement and thrills and what have you. And I actually think it had enough power to pull it off and what have you. Though it more recently surpassed the a Minecraft movie and Disney's other recent hit from last year, the Lilo and Stitch remake, and now and made 427 million, which now makes it the newest top film. But however, it's still the second highest grossing film of 2025 overall, and second highest grossing animated film of all time behind, forgive me for mentioning this, Naja 2. But I'm not going to get onto that little subject again either of it. Well, no, you get the point. I'm not going to get into cause controversy on this. Thank you. But nevertheless, I found the film to be very entertaining and enjoyable. I mean, I did like the first one, and as for this one, I will admit it was really something. Now, the film sets at 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, which that's 7% less than its predecessor. But however, they get everybody gave it good reviews, as Rotten Tomatoes says it's cleverly laying a thoughtful message onto another crackerjack caper while solidifying Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde as one of the most endearing buddy pairings in ages. The film more than justifies a return trip to the big city. Metacritic has a score 73, and audiences polled by CinemaScore gave it an A grade, just like the first one. And those surveyed by PostTrack gave it an 87% overall positive score, with 65% saying they would definitely recommend the film. Now, of some reviews, I'm just going to give some of the reviews that were good and what have you. Now, Neil Mill of RogerEbert.com gave this 4 out of 4 stars. Writing the film is pure delight, every bit as exciting and heartwarming as imaginative as the Oscar winning original, and maybe even funnier. Yes, I must admit this gave me tons of good laughs and what have you. Definitely. Frank Scheck of The Hollywood Reporter described it as more than worth the lengthy wait, knocking it out of the park with its dazzling visuals, sophisticated humor, and doses of genuine emotion. Excuse me. Clint Gage of IGN wrote, on the surface, the film is a bunch of cartoon animals solving crime and making jokes and learning to love and appreciate each other. But lurking beyond that silliness is a seedy underbelly of social criticism that deserves to be taken seriously. Ed Poulton of the Times also gave it four. Well, kind of gave it a good score, but gave it 4 out of 5, scoring that and states that perhaps most delightful though are the carefully drawn supporting characters, with welcome returns for Flash the Sloth and Maurice Lamarche, the Vito Corleone-esque Arctic Shrew. Truly an offer you can't refuse. Definitely. I really will say it's pretty good. So anyway, I have to give it a lot of credit. Anyway, to this day, the film's made over 1.8 billion worldwide on its $150 million budget. Michael Giacchino once again returns to do the score for the film, and just like last time, does a great job with it. Anyway, I really did appreciate what Zootopia 2 had to offer. I know I didn't want to go see it because I knew it would be too packed with kids, and I knew the film would be way too overrated. This is why I just didn't want to go see it. But now maybe some films that I'm pretty sure would get overrated and what have you, like say Toy Story 5 might be, for example. But well, let's not jump to any conclusions of saying that's overrated. But I'm saying as a just a for instance. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm not that I'm trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. Thank you. Anyway, I will give it credit for what that has to offer. Anyway, it has gone to get numerous accolades these last few years. But it hasn't won much and what have you. It got nominated for 2 Golden Globes, but at of course for Best Animated Motion Picture, but of course lost that to K-pop Demon Hunters. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. No, not K-pop Demon Hunters. My mistake. It lost to Sinners. I apologize, everyone. Well, now for oh wait, yeah, it lost to K-pop Demon Hunters for best anime feature, but for best cinematic and box office achievement, it was Sinners it lost against. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. I hate when that happens. Now, of course, it's currently up for just one Academy Award for best animated feature, but I wish it the best of luck because I'm sincerely doubt this will do well. I mean, but let me not get onto that subject here. Again, I don't want to cause controversy or anything like that. However, the film did win Best Animated Film at the British Academy Film Awards, so that's good. And it did win Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing Feature Animation at the Golden Reel Awards and the Truly Moving Picture Award at the Heartland International Film Festival, and a few others. She even won Outstanding Animated Motion Picture at the NAACP Image Awards, where Quinta Brunson won for Outstanding Character Voice Performance in Motion Picture. Gee whiz, how exciting! But anyway, I think you'll have a lot of fun with this as much as you will with the first you did with the first one. Anyway, aside from the story, which I thought was pretty good, and the direction we got, and Michael Giacchino's score, we still have a great voice acting cast. With Ginnifer Goodwin back in the role of Judy Hopps, she's still good at. Same thing can be said with Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde. He's still pretty good. Now, joining in the group is Huy Quan, who most people would remember as Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and as Data in the Goonies. Of course, this is another big comeback for him after he recently made a big comeback in Everything Everywhere All at Once. But this was a big recovery for him, despite the failure of his recent film Love Hurts, which came out earlier last year. He does a great job in voicing Gary the Snake. Fortune Feimster played Nibbles Maplestick. Now, most people would know him, or is it her? No, I'm making a mistake. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a her. I apologize. Sometimes these names kind of baffle me and why have you. Yeah, because her name's really Emily. So, my mistake. Yeah, now, Nibbles is a Beaver podcast host and conspiracy theorist. Once again, to Fortune, I'm sure I humbly apologize. I didn't know in time. Oh boy, please don't hate me for mixing that up. Okay. All right, that about covers it. Okay, and Andy Samberg plays Paubert. Very good. David Strathairn as Milton. Good. We have Idris Elba back as Chief Bogo. Very good. Shakira's back as Gazelle, who provides a song called Zoo in this film, which is pretty good. Patrick Warburton plays Brian Windancer, the new current mayor of Zootopia, considering their previous one had now been locked up. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Yeah, because Jenny Slate returns to voice the former assistant mayor and briefly mayor of the first film, Don Bellwether. is here as well. Um, we also have Quinta Brunson as Dr. Fuzzby and Danny Trejo as Jesus, which is a plumed basilisk who is a member of a hidden reptilian community at Marsh Market. No, it's not pronounced. I think it's Jesus. Jesus. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm not trying to take the Lord's Son name and what have you. Bonnie Hunt's back as the voice of Julie's mom, Bonnie, and Don Lake as the voice of Julie's father, Stu. Yeah, there's all sorts of other great voices actors we hear. Like Stephanie Beatriz, Wilmer Valderrama, Jean Reno, Alan Tudyk. Heck, we even got Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song even as Milton's son and daughter. Can you believe that? John Leguizamo is back. Uh, Maurice LaMarche is back as Mr. Big, the Arctic Shrew. Oh, the list goes on with these actors and their voices. So I'm going to say Zootopia 2 is an amazing experience. I mean, if you like the first one, you're going to enjoy this one just as much. So go check it out. The film's currently available on physical media because it got released on DVD and Blu-ray also a week ago. And the film just now came to Disney Plus today, so you got a good chance to watch it on there. So this is a good sequel, and I'm glad to have seen it, and I'm seeing we maybe get a third one maybe down the road, but maybe more quicker because you might want to stay through the movie because there is a post-credits scene at the end, but I won't spoil that for you either. So see Zootopia 2, you'll like it. For my score, I'm going to give Zootopia 2 5 stars, which will be on a scale of 1 to 10. You got it, it gets a 10. So what did you think of Zootopia 2? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown. So if you like this, check out my reviews, these recent hit animated features, and these are just ones with animals and what have you. Here's Here's two that were done by the folks at DreamWorks. Check out my spoiler-free review of Dogman in the upper left-hand corner, or check out the Bad Guys 2 spoiler-free review in the upper right-hand corner. Or if you would like, check out my spoiler-free review of Sony Pictures Animation's latest hit, Goat, in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.